like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But for today's video, we're going to be talking about a tweet from Exil. Because if you haven't subscribed to them or don't know who they are, you should go check them out, especially if you want to, like, say the history, the complete history of top lane. They did a video about that. It's a pretty big video, and I think it's a pretty good video. You should go watch it. B, because I have some top lane mains that are subscribed to me for whatever reason, and we haven't done a top lane focused video in a minute, so I kind of wanted to do that for you guys. And C, because they made a tweet about a topic I thought was kind of interesting, and I thought I'd record my initial gameplay thoughts about it, and then have a conversation with you guys about it in the comment section down below, since this channel is mainly a discussion channel. So with that said, the tweet verbatim says, something interesting would be if some champions got base CDR, but CDR was removed from some items. What if Riven started the game with 10% CDR, but Death's Dance had its CDR removed? What if Fiora gained 5% CDR at level 5, or what if Kha'Zix R Evolve gained 10% CDR? Now, of course, someone that loves to theorycraft, something like this is going to have me thinking all night about the possibilities. But my initial thinking is item balance would actually possibly be easier, because then you wouldn't have to worry about, when you nerf or buff items, especially at CDR, it affecting so many champions at once and then throwing them into different states of either good or bad, possibly, depending on which way you were buffing or nerfing the item. However, I think what it might create also is a delta among the win rates of elos via skill. Delta is another word for difference. It's a word Riot taught me, so I use that word now because that's how we roll. But anyway, on a more serious note, I also don't know exactly, just off of my initial thinking, if that actually is a problem even. Like, initially looking at it, that might not actually be much of an issue, because what I mean by that is like this. Let me see if I can word this properly in a sentence. If you're, say, a high diamond Fiora player versus, say, even silver Fiora player, and maybe your Fiora is pretty good, the rest of your skill level is like silver or below, but maybe your Fiora actually, it still leaves something to be desired, but maybe you could get to gold very easily, one-tricking your Fiora. Okay, there's still probably a huge difference in terms of mechanical skill, macro, game knowledge and stuff between you and, say, even low gold Fiora versus that high diamond Fiora player. And as such, this would kind of reward those high diamond players with the ability to use then those skills and knowledge to some sort of advantage with the champion they're playing specifically. That Fiora, who even something as simple as the level 2, which the level 2, for those that don't know, is you get to lane first, and if you hit level 2 first, you pretty much have an advantage over your lane opponent, because you literally have a level, it's kind of self-explanatory a little bit at that point. You're level 2, they're level 1, you could probably go in on them and possibly even kill them, if not force them out of lane or gain lane control, a way to kind of generate your own lead in lane right at level 1. And in bottom lane, if you don't have to leash and you get to lane first with your support, you have a hardened gate support like a Thresh or something too, and they have ignite, and you possibly hit the level 2 before your lane opponents do. You can go all in possibly on the enemy AD or even the support if they're squishy enough, ignite them, kill them. Again, it's a way to kind of gain your own lead. It's someone now in high diamond with the ability to say, if they know how to generate a lead like that and then continue it on and know how to funnel it correctly, can get to level 6 first and get to these level advantages first and be able to actually utilize that. Now also get CDR on their champion, like a Riven or something, who already with CDR can do quite a bit of work. So suddenly, there probably would be a difference. When I say difference in win rates, I mean the person down in silver, maybe not much changes, maybe even still it's a little bit of a buff even to them, but you'll probably see it as more of a buff to people who are more proficient on these champions. I think that's kind of fair too, honestly speaking, because the champion then wouldn't be broken. It would be kind of based on the skill of the person playing them, right? So that's why I kind of brought up the silver to diamond comparison, because in silver, you might not necessarily be bad, but you probably won't be able to utilize it as much as that person in diamond. And as such, the change in win rate might be more directly connected to the skill of the player base and those elos on that champion. Now, like I said, this is just my initial gameplay thoughts, and I also don't really specialize in top lane all that well. I'm not good at Fiora. If I'm on your team and I'm playing Fiora or Riven or something, a mistake was made somewhere at some point in time. So just gonna put that out there. So I will say that's my initial thoughts. Maybe if I had more deeper thoughts and analyzed this more over the night, we might come to some different conclusions, but that's a few ideas I wanted to throw out there about that, and then pass the question off to you guys. What do you think about this idea? In the comment section down below, feel free to have a discussion about this. Even if it's different from mine, that's totally fine. That's what this channel is about. You can have a different opinion. As long as it's not, of course, racist or something, then it's totally welcome. But with that said, also go check out Exil. Go subscribe to their channel. They broke 100,000, I want to say about a month ago or so. I don't remember exactly, but they did that. That's a big milestone. That's actually pretty cool on their part. So go check them out. Go check out their videos. But that's all for this video. So, I don't know this video will be next, because I can have a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed. Thank you for watching. Enjoy pizza responsibly.